Hey, welcome back to Music Medicine. Another Philosophy Friday for everybody. And today's lesson is tied a little bit to last week. Now, if you tuned in, you know we talked about having a growth mindset and some of the things that could entail. But I said there was something that I was starting to believe, and I'm fully convinced of it now. So this week's lesson, today's Philosophy Friday, life lesson through music, is simple. Talent does not exist. I repeat, talent does not exist. Now some people will say I am wrong, but look at it this way. So many times people see someone do something so crazy, depending upon what it is, and there's so many things in every field, every area of life really. You see someone in the game killing it, you might think, oh my God, they're super talented. Now talent by definition is just having things come to you that are easy. If anyone is killing it in their industry, that did not come easy. That came from work. Sometimes, depending upon the industry, it is more about the advertising than the actual content. If you try hard enough and you try harder than the people that aren't doing as well, you could beat them through effort. So, but anyway, today's lesson. Talent does not exist. Now, I will not argue with you, and I will agree with you in terms of saying that some people may be gifted or prone to certain things, you know. Like let's say if you're a kid or you're a baby and you're more into painting or music, or you're more into numbers or, you know, memory. There's so many things. But no matter what, when we're kids, we're sponges, true or false. You know, if a child is absorbing and immersed, living in a house that speaks multiple languages to that baby, when the baby speaks, the baby will speak both of those languages. Sometimes the baby might even not speak as soon because it's learning all the languages. Because at that time in its existence, the brain is not learning how to speak this language, how to speak that language, how to speak this one, as we compartmentalize it today and would make it difficult for ourselves. No, the brain is learning how to communicate and speak language in general. It hasn't narrowed everything down to the specifics of what language. So when it's learning multiple, when it hears multiple, it is immersed in how to communicate in those multiple. It sees the similarities. So anyway, you can be more gifted in something, have more interest, but if you spend more time on something, wouldn't we agree that you'd get better at it? So if that something was something that you were interested in, and then, you know, you tied interest with studying and trying to see what makes that interesting, or what makes it work, and, you know, have fun with that. But anyway, talent does not exist. Now, if we are more interested or prone or good to something, good with something, have a knack for something, we're still not the best end all be all, right? You're still gonna practice. I can't tell you how many times, you know, people see someone and they're like, oh my God, you're just talented. You're just, no, hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard. I'm gonna say that in so many of these videos. It is so true. Hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard. Maybe you are talented, but don't let that talent inflate your ego and make your head so big that you think you can do whatever you want at whatever level and effort you want, but expect and demand the greatest return. No, it is not even you give and you get in life. Isn't that our experience, right? Things aren't really fair. You think with how you handle your art, It'll also be fair when it's even more volatile and less reliable. That's crazy. But anyway, before we get too off track, and then I'm like, I gotta start over. Hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard. And again, if you accept that talent doesn't exist, this doesn't matter, but it kind of would then be, don't rest on your merits. You know, someone who rests on their merits is not going to excel someone who is just trying to build their merits. You know, you could probably word it better, but you get the point. Talent does not exist. No matter what it is, you're gonna have to practice. You're gonna have to take, now how we practice, or at least spend time. Some people say, I never practice, I only play. Okay, well when you're playing, you're still kind of practicing. You are spending time with your instrument. So as long as you spend time, constructive time, you know, trying new ideas, you're gonna discover new things. So, you know, if you think about, let's say, people playing left-handed. Let's say Albert King, right? He played a right-handed guitar upside down because he either didn't have left-handed guitar or didn't find them, or they weren't as popular at the time. But being a left-handed, he just played a right-handed upside down. And, you know, there's in Gypsy Kings as well. There's so many other guitarists that play. Eric Gales plays like this. But sometimes, you know, you can have it strung like a left-handed guitar, where it's the mirror image of the right. Sometimes we choose to play what we want to play. Sometimes we just make do with the resources that we have, right? Sometimes even limiting resources makes you push yourself even more, and then you're going to get an even better result. But anyway, that's a different life lesson about, you know, learning through the adversity and stuff. So what's the lesson today? Talent doesn't exist. No matter if you're more interested or more prone or more good to something, so what? It does, okay, great, here's the sticker. Have a nice day. What else is it going to do you? Nothing else, unless you continue to grow. Because if you don't continue to grow, it's going to be the same thing. But if you continue to grow, I promise, you're going to make some extra sounds, and it's going to be cool. Or it's going to at least teach you how you're doing it like you want, or how you're not. But as long as you take notes, then you're going to learn how to do it. So anyway, much love, everybody. You know, thanks for having some music medicine for the day. I hope your day continues to rock on. And I hope that you never forget, never pedestal, and never compare. Talent does not exist. This is all practice, shape, just expression. I don't even know what I'm playing. I just know what it sounds or feels like. So much love. Don't forget, talent does not exist. It's an illusion, a word we put on a pedestal to make ourselves feel better about not even trying. Please try. You're gonna do